Hello, this is Chris Minnick with Webucator. In this video, I'm going to show you how to optimize your WordPress site without any SEO plugins. This video was inspired by a blog post by Atish Ranjan, which is available at the URL shown here. There are over 50 million blogs that use WordPress. If you have a WordPress blog, you need to implement strategies to make your blog stand out from the crowd and get tons of organic search engine traffic. Search engine optimization plugins can slow down a WordPress site, however. So in this video, I'll show you how to optimize your WordPress blog without the use of any plugins. The first tip is to set the WordPress URL and site URL. Setting the WordPress URL and site URL incorrectly can cause search engines to penalize your site for duplicate content. To ensure that this doesn't happen, set both the WordPress address and the site address to the exact same address. Here's how. Go to your site's dashboard, and then select Settings, General. In here, set the WordPress address and the site address to the same thing, and make sure that if you use www.yoursite.com in one, you also use that in the other. And then save your changes. The next tip is to have SEO-friendly URLs. WordPress makes it very easy to get neat and clean URLs that search engines love. Here's how. Go to Settings, and then Permalinks, and then by default, WordPress uses web URLs that have question marks and numbers. For SEO purposes, and to make your URLs more readable, choose the post name setting. You can also use the custom structure, but remember that fewer slashes in the URL is better for SEO. The next tip is to add titles and meta descriptions. The title is the thing that impacts search engines and helps your search ranking the most. The meta description is the thing that forms the search preview for search engines, and even shows up when you share your links on social media. To add a title tag to your site, go to the headers.php file. You can get there by going to Appearance, Editor, select your theme, and then locate header.php. To add a title to your site, use this code. The first part writes out the site name that you've set. The second part is the title of the page. To add meta descriptions to your site, add the following code to the header.php file. This will set the meta description to the description you've specified in the site settings. This code is good for the home page of the site. For single posts, you can use a conditional tag query like this. Limit the meta title to between 60 and 65 characters, including spaces, and the meta description to between 160 and 165 characters. If you add more characters, then they won't show up in your search preview in Google. The next tip is to optimize your content. Keep these points in mind while writing content. Use the target keyword in the very first paragraph of the blog post. Use the target keyword in the last paragraph of the blog post as well. Use the keyword at least once in an H2 and once in H3 tags within that post. Don't stuff keywords. Mix it up by using a few related keywords rather than simply using your target keyword all the time. Use links between the posts on your site. The next tip is to optimize your images. When you upload an image to WordPress, you get boxes where you can put in the title of the image, a caption, alt text, and a description. The most important of these is the alt text. The others are up to you. When you save an image, be sure to give it a readable name rather than just random numbers and letters. The next tip is to use an XML sitemap. An XML sitemap helps search engine crawlers to find all the posts, pages, and other links of the site on one page. Here's the standard structure for an XML sitemap. You can write your XML sitemap by hand, or you can use a third-party tool such as xmlsitemaps.com to generate it. Once you've created your XML sitemap, upload it to your website's root folder in a way that it displays at example.com/sitemap.xml. After you've uploaded it, you need to submit it to Google. You'll need to first create a Google Search Console account at www.google.com/webmaster. After that, you can go into your site in the Search Console and click on Crawl and then Sitemaps. Click on Add/Test Sitemap, and then enter in the sitemap address, which will be sitemap.xml. and then submit your sitemap. The next tip is to improve the page speed. Google considers loading speed as a ranking factor. Therefore, it's very important to improve the page loading speed of your WordPress blog. You can do that in the following ways. Choose a good hosting provider. Use a content delivery network to host static files on your site. Check your image sizes before uploading them to your blog. Crop your images rather than scaling them because cropping makes your images smaller in file size. Use very few banners in the sidebar of your site. Make use of the Google PageSpeed tool to get suggestions to improve the page speed. And use as few plugins as necessary. You can find Google PageSpeed at this address. I hope you found this video useful. Thanks again to Atesh for the inspiration. Check out the Tesla Themes blog at the URL shown here for other articles related to WordPress.